Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? Got to get right on it because there's lots of stuff in my head. Oh, my mic is far away, so I don't even know if you can hear me. I was just in my Living Grace Walk in Love book, as you have seen me refer to before. Bob Goff is a spiritual hero of mine. His gentleness, his unwavering love is mind boggling. And I want to be like him when I grow up. Actually, I think I want to be like Sweet Maria. And if you get involved in Bob's story at all, you'll know who Sweet Maria is. Um, but one of the things, there's an ad out right now for a new movie. It's called Table 19, and it's about the table of people that knew they should have not accepted the invitation to the wedding. It's the table for the people who were invited out of whatever reason. Like there's an ex girlfriend, there's a family friend, like there's people who think they're close to the bridal couple, and yet they are stuck at table 19 together with strangers and they don't know each other and they go on these wonderful adventures together. That's what the movie premise is. These are the people that should have known to reject the invitation. And it bothers me because I'm like, then why was there an invitation? Who has that kind of money at 200 bucks a head to just throw in another table? If you didn't want them there, don't invite them. Like that. So the premise bothers me, but the plot makes me want to see it. But man, the theme of being invited out of obligation, that hits heavy. That hits hard. I remember what it was like to be invited to perform somewhere where I wasn't actually wanted. We have stuff for you to do, but don't you dare be who you are. Don't fight for your value. You have to hustle for it over here. And there's a difference between standing up for or fighting for and hustling for. And I remember those days. They were the darkest days of my life. Dark, dark days. And so this concept, it kind of triggered in the back of my head when I saw this ad for this movie. I was like, who invites when they're not really welcome? And then was like, I was literally meditating on this, going, the church does that. We invite, saying people are welcome, but only if you come and you change to a place where we can be comfortable for you changing. So until then, you're at table 19. You're at the kiddie table. You're at the table of people who they should know that technically they're not wanted, but we feel obligated to invite you. And the they could be anything. It could be the divorcee. It could be the rainbow community. It could be the single mother pregnant again. It could be the man struggling with suicidal ideations. And it could be the poor, the person who just can't get ahead no matter how much money they have been given. They just can't seem to turn their finances around. Could be anything. Honestly, in many circles, it could be the pastor. Well, we better invite him because who invites the pastor? Like, they just want a friend too. They just want an invitation to the Super Bowl too. They're lonely because there's so many places they're expected to be, but there's not a lot of places where they're wanted. And it's always, okay, pastor, you're here, you can say the blessing on the food. Why? Why? Because then it's like he's been paid to be there. He's being paid to be there. But it could be that kind of a situation. Do you have a priest at your place of worship or an imam at your place of worship and they're lonely? Maybe they don't even have a family. If they're a priest, they don't have a family. Do you invite them? Or do you feel like you're obligated to take them cookies once in a while? But that generous hospitality is not authentic. It's out of I gotta, right? I've been thinking in my seminary classes about hospitality versus solidarity. We stand with you. We stand with you in your, we will protect you in your quest of belonging. Or mutuality, which is where we need you. I need to learn from you. I can't stand up for you constantly because, quite frankly, your voice is the one that needs to be heard, not mine. And I need to sit back there. I need to shut up and I need to learn because I need you. And those on the margins can actually pull the center bit out. Did you know that when you have a plate full of spaghetti that you're reheating in a microwave, it's good to put a little hole in the middle, push things to the edges of the plate? Because that's where it's going to warm first. In the middle is where it's going to stay cold. In the middle is where it's going to be lukewarm. If you know the Christian holy text, you know what happens to lukewarm, and it ain't pretty. The edges are what get heated up fastest. The edges are what gets lit on fire. And maybe we need to do some stirring of the pot and bring those edges in to warm the rest of us up. Maybe we're getting a little cold. But when you have something to welcome people to, if you truly have a spirit that is connected with Holy Spirit, you will not welcome out of obligation. It was interesting because my brain's going through all this, and then today, November 3rd, we shouldn't say everyone's invited if we're going to act like they're not welcome when they come. And then it's the story from Luke 14 of the great banquet. And Bob says, here's the problem. They don't know what to do. They, the inviter, the host of the party, don't know what to do when people take them up on the offer. We don't know what to tell the kids about the person who uses the salty language because they don't know the Christianese, or the one who expresses their love in ways we don't approve of. We tell people to come as they are, but only if they change enough to make us comfortable once they arrive. But that's not how love works. Love says we need you even though you're different from the rest of us. Love says everyone has something to teach us, and God will use the people on the edges to expand our understanding of his grace, right in the middle of where we live. Love says everyone who's invited is truly wanted. There are no table 19s because we're all at the head table. Anyway, just a thought, and this is what I'm meditating on. It's not enough to welcome. It's not enough to be hospitable. We must embrace and look people in the eye and say, I need you. I need you to teach me. I need to learn, I need to grow, and I need you to heat me up because I'm in the middle of the plate and I need reheating. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Have some sweet dreams. Love ya.